Alright, so in this video we're going to solve some rational equations. It's going to involve us having to factor the denominator, and then you can see below there's some that you're going to try on your own, and in the next video you'll see those answers. So for this example, you've got x minus 3 over x plus 6 is the first rational expression. The second one is x minus 2 over x minus 3, and the other one has a quadratic. So I need a little bit of room here, so I'm going to rewrite x minus 3 over x plus 6, and I know I'm going to be multiplying something, so I'm just going to leave a gap. Then I'm going to put x minus 2 over x minus 3. I know I'm going to be multiplying by something probably, so I'm going to leave a gap. And then for the last one, I'm going to factor that denominator. What two numbers multiply to give negative 18, and what adds to give positive 3. Okay, so those numbers would be positive 6 and negative 3. So when I factor this now, I would have x plus 6 and x minus 3. So before I go any further, I'm just going to identify what are some of the things, the numbers that are not allowed in the denominators. So the x plus 6 cannot equal 0, therefore x is not allowed to be negative 6. The other denominator, x minus 3, is not allowed to be 0, therefore x cannot equal 3. And those are the same two brackets I have here, so that's all of them. So these are my constraints in the equation that are not allowed. Okay, so now I want to get the same denominator, this denominator, everywhere. So this denominator has x plus 6 and x minus 3 in it. This denominator only has x plus 6. So I'm going to insert an x minus 3 on the top and the bottom. The second factor has an x minus 3, but it's missing an x plus 6. So I'll put x plus 6 on the top and the bottom. And then you have the same denominator everywhere on all three terms. And so that means it can cancel out now that you have it everywhere. So your equation quite simply becomes x minus 3 on x minus 3 and x minus 2 onto x plus 6, and that's a 6, and x squared. So I'm going to FOIL this first thing, get x squared minus 6 plus 9. I'm going to factor the second bracket, x squared plus 4x minus 12. Then I'm going to drag the x squared to the other side. And so I have x squared plus x squared, well, let's write it out. So x squared minus 6x plus 9 plus x squared plus 4x minus 12 minus x squared equals 0. So 2x squared is positive and 1 negative means I have x squared total there. Minus 6x and plus 4x makes minus 2x. So my x squareds are gone. My negative 6 and there are gone. And negative 12 and plus 9 makes minus 3, and that equals 0. So I need some more room, so I'm going to move it up here. So I have x squared minus 2x minus 3 equals 0. You factor that to solve, and you would have x minus 3 onto x plus 1 equaling 0. So your two solutions would be setting x minus 3 equals 0 and x plus 1 equals 0. So an x of plus 3 or an x of minus 1. But as you recall, x is not allowed to equal plus 3. So you're going to scratch that one out. So your only answer for you to consider is x equaling negative 1. So you would go back to this original equation way up here and think about plugging negative 1 into that. So you'd have a negative 1 subtract 3 over negative 1 plus 6. That's my first bracket. Plus negative 1 minus 2 over negative 1 minus 3. and then you have negative 1 squared. I'm not going to have a lot of room here. Negative 1 squared plus 3 onto negative 1 minus 18. So here I have negative 4 over 5. Here I have negative 3 over negative 4. And on the other side I have 1 over 1 minus 3 minus 18. Going to need just a touch more room here. That's a lot more room. There we go. So here I've got, I'm going to switch colors, sorry, negative 4/5 plus 3/4, the two negatives cancel, equals 1 over, and here you have 1 minus 3 is minus 2, and negative 18 makes minus 20. And now you'll get a common denominator on the left-hand side. So this is negative 16 over 20 plus 15 over 20 equals negative 1/20, and that's exactly what you get on the left and the right. So that answer actually super duper checks out. So I'm going to want you to try each of the two equations that you see on the bottom. They're on the worksheet, example sheet that you were given, and see if you can get those answers to work out. Good luck.